This is the van that Mr. Jackson was driving directly in the center lane, not even attempting to get over. Hit Dr. Burchell head on. This is Dr. Burchell's vehicle. This is the van driven by the defendant. After the crash, he attempts to flee even then, on foot, from officers who then pursue him on foot. Just to give the court a brief overview of the series of events starting from March of 2022 through December of 23, which are the reasons why Mr. Jackson is before this court. In case 685374, it actually begins on March 24th of 2022, when Ms. Anacia Vienes, age 24, reported that her 2006 Chevy Impala was stolen when she went out to work. She found it missing. 2 weeks prior, her car had been taken from her at gunpoint by a light-skinned male in front of her residence excuse me, in Cleveland near West 73rd and Madison. Her spare key was taken at that time. The car was ultimately recovered and then taken again between at approximately 1800 hours on March 24th and 10 a.m. on March 25th. On April 3rd, the vehicle was located parked at Great Northern Mall. Police put stop sticks in front of the tires and waited. Jalen Jackson and 2 other males approached the vehicle, and Mr. Jackson used a key to unlock the door to get in the driver's seat. When units approached the Impala, all occupants ran. The 2 passenger males were apprehended while Mr. Jackson eluded police at that time on a foot pursuit into and through Great Northern Mall. An award was issued for him at that time. Moving on then, that was April 3rd. April 9th of 2023, a Mr. John Beck Jr., and this is now in case 6, victim by the name of Mike Mathis, had just delivered an Amazon package on Summit Park Road in Cleveland Heights between Noble and Cleveland Heights Boulevard. He was getting back in the white cargo van he was using to make those deliveries when Jalen Jackson, 23 at the time, put the barrel of his high-point 9mm into Mr. Mathis's back and told him to get down on the ground, and if he moved, he would blow his brains out. Mr. Mathis scrambled to get out of the van, and in the process of doing so, fell and scraped up his hand. The van was spotted by Cleveland Heights Police Department on Helmsdale near Brayton, and observed again by Officer Anderson with no headlights on Brayton, where he went to make a U-turn and initiate a traffic stop, at which time he heard shots fired and called that out over radio traffic while activating his lights and sirens and pursuing. Jackson fled north on Taylor Road, eastbound on Euclid Avenue, north on Coit, west on Woodworth, north on Coit again, west on Kirby, north on Edie, and went for the first time onto 90 West from Edie Road. Through Cleveland Heights, he went on 90 eastbound through downtown into the near west side, exiting at Lorraine Avenue. He proceeded through more residential and commercial areas before driving northbound on West 44th from Clark, before turning onto North Marginal across West 41st and onto the westbound exit ramp from 90, where he exited on West 7th. The pursuit continued. The Cleveland Police Department helicopter was sent up. Speeds were recorded of reaching up to 100 miles per hour throughout various times in the pursuit. Mr. Jackson then drove the van he was in westbound into the eastbound lanes on I-90 with Cleveland Heights officers pursuing with lights and sirens. And just before 8 p.m., Mr. Jackson traveled straight down the far left lane into oncoming traffic, lane 1, at approximately 68 miles an hour, and crashed his van head-on into the white sedan being driven by Dr. Curtis Burchell, age 70. The injuries to Mr. Burchell were profound, and he was pronounced dead on scene. Mr. Jackson, who exited the vehicle and tried to flee on foot at that time, suffered a broken ankle. A spent 9mm shell casing was located at 1080 Brayton Road, and when examined by the firearm and toolmark analysts at the Regional Forensic Lab, it did match the 9mm high point recovered from Mr. Jackson after the crash. His hands were also swabbed and revealed gunshot residue. Your Honor, again, the state is arguing that this is the most serious serious form of these offenses. This is the van that Mr. Jackson was driving directly in the center lane, not even attempting to get over. Hit Dr. Burchell head on. This is Dr. Burchell's vehicle. This is the van driven by the defendant. After the crash, he attempts to flee even then, on foot, from officers who then pursue him on foot, where he's ultimately apprehended, and they attempt to render aid to Mr. Burchell, Dr. Burchell. However, he was pronounced deceased on scene.
Can you replay that again? Certainly. Now that I know what I'm looking at?
Certainly, Your Honor.
Yeah.
There are no headlights on that vehicle. It is directly in the center of that far left lane. There is a median that he could have been over more into. He was directly in that left lane, Your Honor, with no headlights on, going into oncoming traffic on I-90.
You wish to address the court?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just speak up loud.
Yeah, I say yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I heard you, but I mean, the court reporter has to take down what you say, so I'm asking that you just speak loudly. Go ahead.
I just apologize for what I did. I didn't mean to harm. I didn't mean to put harm to nobody. I messed up. It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir. With regard to count one, involuntary manslaughter, the court will impose a sentence of 11 years. And since that is since the court has imposed that sentence, the indefinite sentence is half of that, or an additional 5.5 years. So it'll be 11 to 16.5 years on count one. So your total sentenced to a term of anywhere from 30 to 35.5 years of forfeiture of the weapon. I'm gonna waive all fines and costs because the defendant needs to, as I like to say, buy toothpaste in prison. Is the state anything else we need to indicate, or do you think the court, it's complicated?